I'd like to gladly review Red Dead Redemption 2 for being a wonderful game, and I think that it's Rockstar's most ambitious project ever, and they've been working on the Grand Theft Auto series for over a decade now, and they've been working on Red Dead Redemption and Revolver, Red Dead Redemption in 2010, and then this game, Red Dead Redemption 2, the latest release, and I showed the trailers and all that to see how far Rockstars came with their games. The Grand Theft Auto series, the Red Dead Redemption series, because it's a true masterpiece that Red Dead Redemption 2 is. It has very good characters, and this review contains no spoilers, a very good written protagonist who changes throughout the story, and a surprising antagonist who ends up betraying you throughout the story. So, I'd like to say that everything, like the writing and everything, the NPC interaction, and some of the choices you get to make are amazing in this game. And this game is just an evolution of what a Rockstar's done. They implemented games from LA Noire, which includes interaction with the environment. They included elements from GTA 5, the side activities, and all that. And then they included things from Max Payne 3 with the whole mechanics and all that, like the shooting. So, and that's another thing, the Deadeye system returns in this game, and it's surprisingly good. The Deadeye system is better than the well. I don't know. I mean, the Deadeye system is kind of the same. I'm not complaining, but it's as good as the first game. Is what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say with the Deadeye system. All the activities from the first game pretty much return in this game. And in fact, the map in this game is actually probably bigger than GTA 5's map. But even if it isn't, like, the map in this game is just amazing to explore. Like, I have not gotten bored of the map, and like, I just like a lot of things about this game. This game is amazing. Like, the only flaws I have with this game is that in Chapter 6, the game, like, I kind of don't like where it goes in Chapter 6, like, with the whole mission design and all that. I mean, the characters are interesting in Chapter 6, but the mission design, I don't know. It just doesn't feel as great in Chapter 6. Like, things start to fall apart, but, like, so Chapter 6 was a bit of a flaw. Another flaw was that, like, I hate that you have to walk through camp. I freaking hate that. Like, I hate that you have to walk through camp, to be honest. And then the last thing, and then, wait, actually, no, that's all I have, really, because everything else about the game is amazing. Like, I understand that a lot of people are going to be turned off because Chapter 1 is a bit slow paced, but I kind of like how that builds up tension, and I kind of like how, like, everything kind of, like, goes smoothly till, like, a certain chapter, and, like, yeah, actually, some characters actually die in this game, and it actually made me pretty sad when some characters ended up dying at some point in this game. And I've just been playing this game a lot, and I'm glad that the game definitely evolves from GTA 5, because in GTA 5 I didn't really like the protagonists that much, because the only protagonists I really liked were Michael and Trevor, but it's mostly Michael because he was the most developed. I mean, if you think about it, all of Franklin was that we didn't really know that much history about him, and that he just wanted to try to make a living of himself or something. I mean, something of himself. And then we have Michael, who has a family, and he has family issues, and we have to get to see his family and all that. But I didn't really like Michael's family because Amanda just cheated on Michael, and it's just I don't like that family. And then Trevor, he was just a two-dimensional two-dimensional character. He didn't really have that much character development because he just seemed like he was kind of mad, and it didn't just make sense because when Trevor finally saw Michael for the first time, he didn't really do anything. Like, I was expecting him to kind of do more than just go along with him, but I guess not. But yeah, I kind of like Arthur Morgan though because he's a really well-written protagonist. In fact, I like Arthur Morgan better than John Marston because he's just he just shows some empathy for people and all that, and he he's just such a well-written protagonist, and he's probably the best protagonist ever written in a Rockstar game, and probably the third best in a video game in all time. Because like this is what we should be expecting from AAA games, not games like Fallout 76. Because Fallout 76, they need to stay away from the Game Awards, and they do not deserve to be there. Because those games are cash grabs. A $60 game, broken, and the canvas bag deal with Bethesda lying about fake advertising the canvas bag is ridiculous. I cannot. I'm so disappointed in Bethesda for doing that. Like, I just wanted to mention that because it just shows how much Rockstar actually cared about this game. Because you get a full-fledged $60 game for this, and then there's another game, Fallout 76. A game with the recycled assets from Fallout 4 and some bugs from Fallout 4. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, I watched Angry Joe's review a few days ago. I mean, 2 weeks ago or so. And I definitely can agree with all that he says because I played Fallout 76 and it's a bad game. It sucks so much. Like, man. But anyway, moving on to Red Dead 2. And the game is online, but something that I have to admit is that I'm a little disappointed in Rockstar because I wish that they had more content at launch because, like, the only content that they have for Red Dead Online is like 7 storyline missions, some game modes, and then some stranger missions, kind of. And the stranger missions are all kind of the same, so I'm a little disappointed because, like, I was expecting when Red Dead Online released, like, I was expecting some heist missions and all that. Like, I was expecting to do heists with my friends at launch. Like, that would have been the funnest thing ever if we could do that. Like, just imagine a heist in Red Dead 2 with your friends. That would be so fun. And I'm a little disappointed that the Rockstar didn't do that because that was an opportunity that I was looking forward to. Like, I was expecting heist at launch. So I'm pretty disappointed that they don't have that, but so for the online, I don't know, I might do another review on that because it doesn't have a lot of content right now, and I just want to wait for it because I don't know why Rockstar wants to drip feed everything because I kind of hate the drip feed, but I have to wait like 5 months just for the heist, which absolutely sucks. But back to the single player, this game, like, and there's many things to do. The side quests are amazing. Like, I just can't believe that they could fit this stuff on on Xbox One. And this is probably the best next gen game since The Witcher 3. And The Witcher 3 was a good game. Like, it was a very good game, and this game is the best game ever since. And Witcher 3 released 3 years ago. 3 years ago. Because Red Dead Redemption 2, unlike Ubisoft, doesn't have all that clunkiness. Well, I mean, not Ubisoft games aren't clunky, but it doesn't have that objective overload. Like, it doesn't have a bunch of collectibles that you can go to and all that. Like in Ubisoft games, you can open up the map, and you can see a bunch of collectibles and all that. Well, this game doesn't have that. Like, it actually encourages you to explore. And it's interesting too because, like, one time what happened was I helped some guy with a snake bite, and then like a few days later I stumbled in Valentine, and the same guy offered me to pay for something in the gunsmith. Like, that's how interesting this game is. And some of the random NPCs that you meet out in the wilderness, you can go back to town and then they'll see you again and they'll have another conversation with you. It's so interesting. Like, this game feels alive. Like, I just can't believe that they managed to fit all this stuff, and I want to see this type of stuff in all of Rockstar's future titles, or at least open world titles, because this game sets the bar for a lot of open world games. It sets the bar for Bethesda, Ubisoft, and all those other publishers who make open worlds to release a good game at launch and not make a buggy mess at launch, and try to make a quality content game with a bunch of content in it rather than trying to make a cash grab with reused assets, copy and paste textures, and no effort at all. Because this game took 8 years to develop. 8 years. 8 freaking years. That's crazy. Because this game, I can definitely tell they put a lot of effort into this game. They put their whole team at work in this game. Because Rockstar San Diego did an amazing job. And I commend any of the voice actors in this game too. Because the voice acting is spot on in this game. Spot on. Like, you can... this is the best voice acting I've ever experienced in any game. Because, in fact, every Rockstar game since GTA 3 had good voice acting. And GTA 3 released 17 years ago in 2001. Can you believe that? GTA 3 had good voice acting. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. But GTA 3, even exploring GTA 3, I feel like I can get immersed in that game. Even though the graphics are bad and all that, outdated, I can still get immersed in Liberty City in GTA 3. That city still feels alive to me, and it's amazing how Vice City I can still enjoy Vice City to this day. It's amazing what Rockstar's crafted. And this game just sets the bar even higher for all their future games. And I'm so happy that I get to play this game. And I think that anyone who's a fan of the first game, they would definitely enjoy this game. You do not have to play the first game to enjoy this game, because this game is a prequel, but I recommend playing this game and then the first game, because this game happens before the first game. But on a scale of 1 to 10, how would I rate it? I'd rate it a 9 out of 10, because those major flaws are kind of annoying, but overall this game is a quality masterpiece, and it's one of the best games I've ever seen to this date. I'm glad Rockstar developed a good story with good characters. I'm just very happy at Rockstar. So, and if you enjoyed this video, leave a like or either subscribe, and peace, guys. It was nice reviewing this game.